Man, what is good, people? Sonic X Shadow Generations has been out for nearly a month, and I finally, just now, got around to making a video about my opinions for the game. To be honest, I kinda overthought how to go about doing this, whether it be something overproduced like my Frontiers video, or something simple like this video you're watching right now. Anyway, let's just get Sonic Generations out of the way first, as there haven't been too many changes with that game. Well, really, the major changes have to do with the entire rewriting and redubbing of the game's story.
Sonic! Tails! This is definitely the chemical plant.
Oh.
We're not remotely on West Side Island. Did that monster do this?
We're not remote. Alright, yeah, that's different dialogue. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, it's like almost entirely like different dialogue. Because in the original, Tails is like, oh, this place seems familiar, but I can't quite put my finger on it. He says something like that, but now he's like, this is definitely a chemical plant.
Sonic, I'll be sure to return the favor next time around.
Not really worrying about that right now, Amy.
I think Sonic actually talking back to these guys is a really nice addition. Because before he would literally just like stare at them or look away or give them a thumbs up or something, which is kind of jarring. Let me see. I wish I did replay Vanilla Gen so you could point out all the cutscene differences. Basically, all the dialogue's changed, like all of it. There's some stuff that sounds similar, but there is very different stuff, and also like I don't know if you remember like when you restore a character after clearing a stage, like now Sonic actually says something back when they say something, which is a really nice touch. And just earlier, Sonic referenced the dang time stones. And I'm just like, what, boy? Oh, Shadow's here. That's new. And then he disappeared. He was right there and he disappeared. Oh, he didn't. Oh, she didn't knock Knuckles down. She just smacked him in the face. Wait, does he? Wait. Does he say the thing? Sonic's gotta say the thing. He's gotta. He's gotta say the thing.
Hey, Sonic! Enjoy
Oh my god! He just.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah, he says the exact same thing, just reread. Well, I mean, you know what? Back then it was a joke, but actually now it's actually kind of true. I mean, yeah, there's still gonna be rough spots, but right now the franchise is in a pretty good spot. So I can't really say stuff about that. I can't really say much about that. Personally speaking, I felt indifferent about this. It did not affect my overall enjoyment of the game, but hearing the different dialogue was interesting to say the least. As for the gameplay changes, there's the drop dash. For classic Sonic, this fits kinda well, though the spin dash is so over-tuned in Generations that there's almost no need to use this.
Bruh.
I can say the same thing for modern Sonic. Boosting just makes drop dashing a novelty for him. Then we have the collectible Chow. Sometimes these little guys are really easy to find, and other times, they troll you. Oh, what the what are you doing in there? Get out. Bro, look at that. The Chow's in the bell, and I had to ring the bell to get it out. Are you serious? I gotta check all the bells now. Great. Let's try looking down here. I guess mainly for the Chow, because they already know where the first red ring was, so.
Bruh.
Oh my, look at that! Sonic Team, what are you smoking? Do you understand how many times I could have ran past this Chow that has a freaking gold pot on its head, flying in front of a poster of a similar car? Nah, what are they doing? What are they doing? What are they doing, man? Oh, these people think they're funny. Like, Sonic Generations is still Sonic Generations. Still one of the finer 3D Sonics, only now you have to collect Chow. And the Chow just literally show you, it's literally like PNGs of where they were at. You know, I would have preferred like a 3D model viewer with like info on these specific kind of Chow, but this is okay, I guess. This one especially just brings back the memory of, oh my god, this thing was like just before the truck and was blending in with the streets. The Knuckles Chow. It's just nice to see all these different kinds of Chow, but they ain't no Chow Garden. And of course they had to shave, they had to save the Shadow Chow for last. Because of course they did. So now that we've gone through Sonic Generations, let's delve into Shadow Generations, as that's the main attraction here. The story for this game takes place in tandem with Sonic Generations, with Shadow taking on Black Doom. This game utilizes Hedgehog Engine 2, the same engine used for Sonic Forces and Frontiers. So the graphics and animations are a step up from Sonic Generations, though Sonic Gen still looks fantastic even to this day. Shadow has a wide array of his own abilities here, aside from just boosting into enemies. His homing attack, for starters, actually phases through walls, since he's teleporting. Then there's Chaos Control. Yes, Shadow has used Chaos Control in cutscenes from older Sonic games, but here it's actually implemented into his gameplay. By first filling a meter at the bottom of the screen, you can activate Chaos Control to slow down objects and traverse through these warp paths.
This is the ultimate power. Take this!
Now we get to the Doom powers. These are abilities Shadow unlocks when progressing through the game. First we have the Doom Spears, which allows Shadow to aim his Chaos Spears at 5 targets at once. To be honest, I wasn't locking onto 5 targets unless I really had to. Then we have the Doom Blast, where Shadow launches specific enemies up high, knocks them away, and teleports to their location. This is basically an attack that can also be used for traversal. Doom Surf is up next, and this one is one of the more useful abilities. You can surf across water and dash to the left and right to knock certain objects away. Very handy in the hub world for getting around, mandatory for boss fights where you'll need to deflect objects. Now, the Doom Morph is kind of a mixed bag for me, so it turns Shadow from a kid to a squid, and allows him to traverse across purple goop. He can also swing on these goopy orbs to get across certain areas. There's also the slingshot mechanic with the orbs where you have to hold the control stick down and then release when you're directly below the thing to fling yourself upward. You can also boost in this form, and you can catch quite a bit of air when doing this off of surfaces. It took quite a while to get used to how this ability works. Alright, Doom Morph. He's a squid now, he's a kid now, he's a squid, he's a kid, he's a squid, he's a kid, I'm gonna stop. Finally, there's the Doom Wing. You actually get a taste of this ability during Act 2 of Space Colony Arc. It's basically a continuous air boost with a floaty double jump to boot. Of course, you can only glide in the air so long as you have the boost meter for it, so you gotta know when to land and collect rings. And that's another thing. You need at least 50 rings before you can activate this ability. Then you're free to fly over huge chunks of the stage. After unlocking it late into the game, you can choose where to have the Doom Wing on hand before entering the stage, effectively giving you 2 different times and ranks for each act. The fact that I even have to consider using different abilities during these stages makes the gameplay feel fresh. These are not stages that you can just mindlessly boost through. There's several alternative paths to take in each stage, increasing the replay value, and there's sections in the levels which make use of Shadow's new abilities. Fair to say, I had a blast replaying the Shadow Gen stages just for footage for this video.
There is no future for you. Ever.
Shadowlands also features a 3D hub world, which takes some cues from the Frontier's open zone areas where you can access the stages, find collectibles, and engage in challenges. Yeah, so Shadowlands was like... It was a little tedious to get everything 100%. I mean, first of all, you have to activate this like Doom mode, Doom zone. Like you have to activate this because there's like some boxes that are located exclusively when things are like this. Like they're up there, a couple of them. Well, trying to find everything in this area was a little more challenging than like doing it in Frontiers, because in Frontiers, like the stuff was labeled. Like everything was just on the map. You were just like going to it. But some of the collection boxes were not labeled on the map, and so I had to find them myself. I mean, up until there were like 2 left, and then I literally had to like there was a guide on Steam that actually it was basically someone posting their fully completed map. So I just had to compare mine to theirs, and I was able to find the last 2 boxes. And yeah, so there were 80 of these machine parts, but it was like, they were meant to like help Oberon Cuba build this rocket, but the rocket ended up becoming an alarm clock, which is really funny and just so on point considering like these two being all silly and goofy and whatever. Finding those bolts, I mean, most of them I just found through, like, normal gameplay, but, like, then when it came time to, like, actually pin these things down, that's where it was not fun anymore, because they're literally not on the map. I had, like, maybe 6 of them left, and I was looking everywhere. These challenges where, you gotta collect the rings, you gotta collect the clocks. Those are pretty fun. I feel like they for sure, because with one of Frontier's like later updates, they had those challenges where you had to collect the orbs or whatever. It's like the similar thing, and like that works fine here. It's pretty much like Frontiers in this hub world. And I mean, so with all the collectibles collected, that means, oh, by the way, the flicky in the cuckoo clock is here, which is. I was wondering what this table was going to be for, but yeah, it's just for this. All the cutscenes, the characters, all the history. Yeah, it's crazy that you can't access all this music in Sonic Generations. Like, I wanted to turn this song on, you know? Wanted to turn this on against the time meter. That would have been kind of hype. All the art too. Yeah, they got some really nice, like, straight up artwork. The renders, the key art. Even some sketches like I've never seen before. It's a shame I can't like zoom in. You know, you can only just look at like this. Oh, this is like 3D CG. This isn't like the model. This is like CG T-posed. BioLizard looks a lot more robotic here. The art's really nice, and then like Professor Gerald's journal. So the physical copies of the game come with a physical journal, but you could get all the contents in game and just read it like this, or specifically like this. I mean, I already went through this, but yeah, the one thing I can't figure out, like, why is like why are some of the words like blacked out? I guess that's up to interpretation. I guess I was thinking maybe at some point the words would become unblurred. I mean things like Black Doom getting sketched out right there. Or scribbled out. I mean, yeah, I could see that not becoming uncovered, but the words in the journal, like, I would think, I was thinking at some point in the game those would be like uncovered, like uncensored. I don't know if the physical journal is uncensored, but yeah, definitely a good read into the tragic the story of Shadow's past and all that. And that is pretty much Shadow Generations. It's honestly great overall. From the level design, abilities, bosses, the soundtrack of course. It's pretty much one of the best 3D Sonic experiences out here. Anyways people, that'll do it for this video. I tried to keep things short and simple this time, so be sure to let me know if I did a good job in the comments below. Of course, a like and a sub on the video would help tremendously. And yeah, I'll see y'all when I see y'all.
I know I'll see you again. And if fate draws us apart, I will always be in your heart.
Alright. Alright. This is that moment. Yep. This is that moment. Where I'm so glad I don't have face cam because I'm turning ugly. I'm sorry. This is, yep, this moment right here. Yep. I'm good. I'm good. Yep. I'm fine. I will be fine. Oh, he won't be though. Man.